Welcome back to the XTS custom shop here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm so excited about this board. So very, 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 very excited because there is so much more to this than what it might appear at first glance. And so because that sort of surreptitious, subversive sort of rig building thing might require some explanation. We have the perfect guy here for it. That's Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
He's in an exclusive to him Kelly Green XTS t-shirt.
Only one in the game.
Only one in the game. If you guys start beating down the door for him, maybe we'll make some more. But Eric, enough about that. Walk us through my dream board here.
Well, this really is Barry's dream board. He's been talking about a board that will do this for a minute, and now it's here.
Maybe 5.
A pretty long time. Let's just show. See, look at this pedal. Look at this pedal. I'm going to turn it on, but I'm not going to touch the pedal. Maybe look at this other one too. Oh, let's do the same thing.
I gasp.
Even one of our modified Boss EQ pedals will do the very same.
All right. What is this witchcraft? Explain it to me.
This whole thing is built around the HX effects, and because these things are awesome, I legitimately love these things. It's also a MIDI controller, essentially.
Can you quickly show them that page?
If you go to Command Center here, you can, you can have buttons do it, or you can have presets do it. It's very powerful. So we currently have these top 3 buttons here set to send MIDI CC toggles to our device underneath here that turns these pedals on that we have all modified.
So this is sending CC commands to our M2S.
Yes.
Which this thing is so chock-a-block with awesome stuff. Show them this trick hinge scenario. Gasp again. So this MIDI connector comes from the HX effects. There you go. Dust.
You clean it off.
And this MIDI adapter takes CC commands that show up here and changes them into these remote contact closures here. And then these chase all the way down here to each of these individual pedals. So each of these pedals has been modified there and there. These have all been modified for remote control. So now all these pedals are still true bypass and all that. Signal shoots straight through these 4 pedals. These 3 pedals are remote controlled by the HX effects. So walk them through like a preset that you did with the HX.
So we've got a couple presets here.
Brilliantly named.
Yeah, really killing it. So preset 1, everybody's off.
Mm-hmm.
Preset 2, Imperial gets engaged,
mm-hmm.
along with a couple other things here for fun, tremolo and a delay and a spring reverb.
Mm-hmm.
This other one here shuts this guy off. Let's just see that.
Yeah, bounce. Yeah, so that's from preset 1 to preset 2.
Kills this, brings in third power.
And you can hear the little relays click in there. Our soft touch system that we put in there has a little relay that switches that in and out.
And this one's got weird delay and a octave down thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then our last one here, if you want to see, just turns everybody on because that's a party.
Rock and roll. Now, for this board, like if we went to preset 1 here, which is everything turned off, unlike a typical board that has presets, you can still turn these pedals on and off directly. So instead of needing buttons up here to be instant access buttons, these could just be preset buttons. And if I want EQ, all I got to do is step on it and turn it on. If I want to add the Roosevelt, all I got to do is step on it and turn it on. And if I turn that on and then I go to preset 2 here, you can watch that turned off and that goes on, because that's what should be on this particular preset. So these 3 guys are controlled by the HX effects, and let's walk them through the signal flow, because that's relatively straightforward. I mean, from the perspective of just cabling this board, it's kind of just a 6-pedal board.
It really is very simple. Interface we made here, and this one's got our flexi face in it that will do loop effects stuff.
So for your if you have an amp that has an effects loop, that allows that to be interfaced in.
Comes in here, goes to the tuner, which these have a really nice buffer in them, so that's doing our buffering. And then it goes to a drop here for your detuning needs. And then it's just 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Through the pedals. And this can be in the loop of the amp or not, based on how you plug in cables over here. But
that's right.
It's really a very simple board.
Yeah.
And the volume pedals after this guy as well.
So between being able to make this basically do whatever, and then having remote control of some, analog pedals here, and there's just not a lot. You can't, if you need a fuzz or something, you just grab it in the HX or whatever.
Now, another trick thing about this is this board is going to be paired with one of the third power heads that's got a bunch of foot switchable options. So
there's a DIN out there.
There's a DIN out here that will feed that amp, and the last 3 ports on here are fanned out to the DIN there that we've wired up. Yeah,
thanks to Third Power for sending us that. Some companies are kind of stingy with that sort of information, and they just sent it to us and said, "Here you go." And so that will work great when the time comes.
And really, let me go to here is another preset we've made, and this one will be set up with the foot switch engaged. We can change the channel in the amp, we can change the gain boost, and then the volume boost as well.
Right.
So that stuff is all presettable based on a preset.
Yeah. So now you can control the pedals, you can control the amp.
And these are CC messages, so they don't take up blocks in the HX. So you can still use all 9 blocks of effects plus these 6 CC commands.
Yeah, so exceedingly cool, I think.
Yeah.
So maybe this will open up some possibilities kind of in your guys' minds. Pretty much there's been a few exceptions to pedals that we that we cannot modify with our remote system. Basically, if you've got a simple, as we affectionately call them, dumb true bypass pedal, it's going to kind of be, doable. So just inquire if you've got any questions or concerns if your pedal is or isn't modifiable. But we can put the remote system in them. That means they can work with the MIDI adapter that we make, which means this guy can now control these guys. And you still have the ability to turn them on or off at will, which I think is one of the coolest things about it. So if you get an audible or something like that, you can start stomping on stuff to, give you a goose or whatever else you need.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of it, is you can, if you've got a show that's pretty static as far as set list, you can program it all up here. You can do your songs, you can bank through sounds, or if you go to a session where you're going to record stuff, you don't have to think, oh, which preset's got the thing I like in it, or you have to turn every loop on, and then you can just use these. You can very quickly set up another patch that has all your delays and reverbs and modulations and stuff, and then just step through these however you like.
At will.
So pretty versatile, I think.
Well, cool. Well, great job, Eric. Great job, Ben Glass, who spec'd all this stuff out and kind of took the leap into the M2S system to fit his needs. If this floats your boat, if this is something that you would potentially be interested in, email us and we'll talk it through and help you get to where you need to get. Thanks a lot. Bye.